Better late than never.
That's what she said.
Better late than never. Yes, if she didn't want to have a child, that's what she was saying. But if she wanted to have a child, she's crying. It all depends on what she wanted.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
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 Yep. This is the Yep Show. Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 6 minutes after the hour. It's time for us to do the Brad and Squeeze Show. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Yep.
We are ready to answer your immigration questions.
That we are.
So call 1-800-529-5465. I'll be slow with the numbers so people can actually hear the digits and call to get their immigration questions answered right here on 93.5 WVIP FM, New York. We'll talk about the social media handles shortly. The number is 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Make that call. All right?
All right, so this is the Brad and Squeeze Show. I'm not sure why Squeeze is sounding robotic, but he will be non-robotic in a maybe it's the tie's too tight on you. Why are you in a tie? You have a meeting today or something?
What? I can't wear a tie?
No, you never wear a tie.
I do.
Why is the
sometimes
you never wear a tie? Had I known you were wearing a tie, you're usually in your leather coat. You're looking cool.
It's got a summer now.
You're looking cool. Yeah, so why are you wearing the tie?
I can't wear a suit.
You can, but why are you wearing the tie?
You know what? The weirdest thing, I think I wear more suits than you.
Maybe you do.
You know?
Maybe you do. I don't know. But we have a whole bunch of people on hold right now. And to call 1-800-529-5465. Let's get right into the... I said that number so fast that nobody heard it. 1-800-529-5465.
That's a problem, though.
1-800-529-5465.
You don't know page 21 this one.
1-800-529-5465. That is very fast. Who got it?
I got it.
You got it?
1-800-529-5465. Got to say it like that.
1-800-529-5465.
1-800-529-5465.
1-800-529-5465. All right, let's go to Lisa.
Go to
Lisa, I'll talk to you normally. Lisa, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
What's up?
There.
I have a question. My husband was deported December 23rd, 2008.
Why was he deported?
He was deported for a marijuana charge.
Uh-huh.
And
when was his conviction?
When was the conviction? I'm not sure about that.
Where? All right.
I just know when he was deported, and he's still over in London now.
Okay.
It's going to be, I guess it's going to be 10 years, in 2018?
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to know is there a chance for him to come back to the U.S.?
Unlikely. If you get deported for drugs, you're unlikely to ever come back to the United States. Unlikely. Unlikely. Now, that doesn't mean, 100% he will not come back. It is just unlikely he would come back. You can't come back and reapply. Let's say you're married to a U.S. citizen. You can't come back and reapply for your green card based on marriage to a U.S. citizen if you have a drug conviction.
Mm-hmm.
Because we just got married 2011.
Yeah. He would have to have either been deported unlawfully, and that's probably the only way that you're going to be able to come back is to show that you were deported, some sort of unlawful deportation. Usually the unlawful deportation is I was a U.S. citizen, and I didn't get to show that I was a citizen of the United States.
Right. No,
You've done that before.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's other ways that you may have been deported unlawfully. But re-entering the United States with a green card based on a marriage after a deportation, for drugs, that's not happening.
Because I know I saw some of your stories, and somebody had a drug charge, and they were able to come back.
That was because they were deported unlawfully. If that's one of the stories, I mean, we have so many stories. I'm not
unlawfully
sure.
Meaning,
if you can refer me to the exact story, I could look it up and see what happened on that particular case. But what the law says, unfortunately, is if you have a drug conviction, and it's any drug conviction, or it's possession of marijuana more than 30 grams, and I assume he didn't get deported for a joint. I assume it was something more substantial than that. You are barred for life from getting a green card.
Really? I don't know if it's more than 30 grams. I'm not sure. But there was a fight for it when it went to court.
It had to have been more than 30 grams because you can't get deported for less than 30 grams.
Oh. So he shouldn't even try to come back.
Not based on a marriage to you.
Actually, speak with an
The
attorney
only
first.
way he's going to be able to come back is for us to review his immigration records to see if there was some sort of unlawful constitutional or procedural or substantive violation.
It has to be unlawful.
Yeah, you're not going to figure out whether it's unlawful or not. Only a lawyer's going to figure that one out.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right, but in other words, you going and just saying, you know what, I'm a citizen and I want to file for my husband who's in another country and he got deported, that's not happening because of the reason why he got deported. Now, there may be other people who are listening and saying, wait a second, I filed for a spouse or a relative who got deported and they came back, but it wasn't because they got deported for drugs. They may have gotten deported for another reason other than drugs, and then it's more possible to come back. But when you get deported for drugs, you're not coming back based on a marriage. That I can assure you.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Yeah, no, I don't know either. But if you want to, the only step to go is to go and come in and let us get his immigration records and see what happened in the deportation process or the removal process, and then determine whether everything, whether anything was done properly or not.
Yeah, so how can I have to get you the records?
Correct.
And I have to, can I send them to you, or?
Well, no, because we wouldn't know who you are while you're sending them to us. You would need to come in and have a consultation, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Yeah, because I got to see if he has those papers from the judge.
Right.
No.
I'm
pretty sure you do.
He doesn't. We would have to get.
Oh, you would have to
I
get.
get it.
Oh,
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So I would have to give you the name and.
You would come in and have a consultation, and then we would get all of his immigration records from the court, everything that happened, and then we would take a look at it with a fine-tooth comb.
Oh, and then you can tell if he can come back or not.
Correct. But I would say odds are no, but you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Because you got and then they gonna have that the marijuana illegal now and all that good stuff. So
it's not. It's legal in certain states, but it's not legal federally, and the federal government is who handles immigration. So maybe at a future date, when marijuana is legal, it would not be a bar to re-enter, and then his only bar would be that in a prior lifetime, 10, 15 years ago, he was deported. Now maybe you can do a waiver. So it is possible, not today, because the laws right now in the federal government are that marijuana is illegal. But in the future, I can see a day possibly where there's a possibility that someone who got deported for drugs would still need to get a waiver for the deportation, but the underlying drug conviction, certainly for marijuana, would not be a bar to re-entering because marijuana is not legal.
No.
Okay, but it's not at this moment. In other words, Colorado doesn't control immigration laws.
You know?
All right, even though it's illegal in Colorado.
Yeah, and then his nose is clean over in London.
I hope his nose is clean in London. I mean, if his nose is not clean in London, then
it's not powdered.
Yeah, then
Oh God, y'all funny.
Come on, Squeeze.
I mean clean like he's
Come on,
working,
Squeeze.
he's a supervisor.
Well, that's why you meant clean.
Let me tell you.
We're talking about drugs, and we're saying hopefully it's not powder. Hopefully it's not.
Squeeze.
He's not doing anything out of the order. She understands. Don't you understand?
Yes, I do.
Exactly.
Yes, I do.
Squeeze.
Clean and his record is clean.
His
Thank
record
you.
is clean.
That's what we meant.
Let me explain something to you. When you're talking to Squeeze, you better be very clear on what you mean, because he will take whatever you mean and twist it to whatever is the lowest common denominator.
Record is clean.
His record is clean.
I got her back.
All right.
You know?
Yes.
All right, no problem.
So yeah, if you want, make an appointment and let's figure it out from there, okay?
Okay.
All right, hold on 1 second.
All right.
All right. 1-800.
Don't ask me to be someone I'm not.
I know that.
I'm going to be who I am.
I know that.
All right.
No shades today in the afternoon?
I'm not. Well, I can't. Because if you wear shades, then you're shady. That's why I got to be who I am. That's kind of corny there. Yeah, let's get back to the show.
Mike. I can't even respond. Mike.
You know. Mike, how you doing?
Yes, good morning, Brad. Squeeze.
What's up?
Yes, got a question. I have a case that was dismissed, but I'm going to Jamaica in a couple of weeks. Is it okay for me to go?
If it was, are you sure it was dismissed?
100%.
100% certain it was dismissed. Then yes.
Yes, like on the paper, I got to say not a process.
What was the case for?
A little battery.
Okay, a little battery. The answer is yes. Travel. Enjoy your trip.
Another thing too. So can I get my citizenship with that too?
When did the case happen?
It happened last year.
No, you got to wait 5 years to have good moral character. So I would not file your citizenship on your own, but maybe you want to come in. Let's take a look at it. And if it really is a minor thing, and you otherwise have your nose is clean, then yeah, we may be able to demonstrate good moral character despite the arrest.
I had to look at traffic thing back in the 90s, though. That's fine.
Bad driving is not a reason to deny your citizenship.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
All right, thanks, Bob.
Hold on 1 second.
All right, 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. We are also on social media. Facebook, it's David Squeeze Annakie. We're live. On Facebook, it's Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. We're live. On, of course, YouTube, we are at Spar and Bernstein. We're live.
Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein.
How much you want to bet?
How
about if you bet lunch for the rest of the year?
I only bet when I order takeout.
No. This is your firm.
Yeah.
How much you want to bet? It's not Law Offices Spar and Bernstein. It's Spar and Bernstein. You buy lunch for the rest of the year.
No.
Okay. All right. 1-800-529-5...
Because you know what it is then.
Then why would you say something else?
I thought it was different. Sorry.
All right.
What is it, Kimberly?
I think it's the Brad and Squeeze show.
It's aha!
Really?
It's neither Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein.
You both want to buy me lunch for the rest of the year?
It says Brad and Squeeze show.
Not at all.
It says Brad and Squeeze show.
Kimberly doesn't have a nickname.
It's all right. She's only second day here. We'll get it. She's social strongly man.
YouTube, Spar,
I'm looking this up.
and Bernstein.
Jason, while they're debating, what's your question?
There's no debating.
Jason.
I'm right.
Jason.
I'm right.
Brad and Squeeze show.
Jason.
I'm right. Go to youtube.com/Spar and Bernstein.
Jason. Jason.
Hello?
Yes, how are you?
Brad and Squeeze
Yeah, good
exists.
afternoon.
That's not the one that's,
Jason, what can I do to help you?
Jason, Jason, you want? We're ready.
Is it true?
What can I
Is
do?
it true that powerful law is saying if someone came here on a visa and stay over time and they get married to a U.S. citizen, they will deny them to give them a green card?
Your question is it true that if you overstay on your visa and you marry an American citizen, you will be denied? Only true if you give them a reason to deny you. Like, it's not a good marriage, you have a criminal record, but the mere fact of overstaying is not a reason to deny you.
Okay,
So what you're saying is not true. It is not true.
What is what I hear they say about that.
Who's they? Who are these they?
There's some lawyer saying on some radio station.
A lawyer
saying
said
Donald Trump passed a law saying that.
A lawyer said on a radio station that Trump passed a law that if you overstay your time, you can't get a green card here. That's news to me. Never saw that law.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the information.
Okay.
All right, no problem. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Make that link, make that call. It's youtube.com/Spar and Bernstein. And I am correct.
Mazel tov.
Okay.
Let's go to Mr. Modesty.
Mr.
Yes,
Badesky.
Mr. Boston.
Yes, how are you?
I believe in the ship 5 years ago.
What'd you do 5 years ago?
This is the ship. I went on beach.
You want to do your...
I ride good. Answer the question, baby. Once you find out the read properly for she. So we have to come back. I'm over 65 now. I have to go over the place.
You write good.
Read good.
You...
Yeah.
What else do you do good?
To see I do read properly, but I ride good and answer the question right.
And you got the questions right,
Yes, but I over 65 now.
but you're over 65. So
Yeah.
did you apply for your... Are you
He
saying
applied
that-
for a citizenship. For some reason, it sounds like he got
Why
turned
were
down.
you turned down?
I was upset, man. I never go back. So I just want to go and get because
You got turned down because you were upset?
because you see, I had to go back and see if I for my English concept. Yes,
Because your English is not good?
because if I read properly. That's
You
what
did not read properly.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, how long have you had your green card?
So 97, 99.
All right. So yeah, you don't got to read anymore.
Yeah.
All right. So if you do it again, you just have to.
Yeah.
You have to just be able to orally answer the questions.
Again? Answer the question again?
Yep. You're gonna take the
Okay.
test again, but you don't have to read.
Okay, so,
All right.
no problem. I could do that again. No problem.
Wonderful.
That's fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
1-800-529-5465. He's got a very deep accent.
That was very hard to understand.
I did. I was going to decipher for you, but it seems like you were
I
doing
was
well.
able to do
Yeah.
it. I'm very mellow right now. Have you noticed that? I'm not my usual hyper self.
And why is that?
I didn't sleep well last night.
But
And it's
then it
now
would be
and it's now catching
quite
up
the
to me.
opposite.
Why?
When I don't sleep, or when most people don't sleep, and they're trying to...
Because you start having Red Bull,
That's a good thing.
right? I on the
For
other
energy.
hand, have done nothing for energy.
if you wanna die quickly.
So it's starting to like catch up to me now. I'm starting to get a little.
And might I ask, why didn't you sleep well last night?
I was by myself, quite frankly. So don't jump to conclusions.
I'm not jumping to conclusions.
Okay.
If you and I said that, why didn't you sleep well?
I think I have the answer.
And what's the answer?
Okay, there's a place called on 72nd and 2nd. I was there last night.
That's not that place that's square, is it?
No, it's not the square place. It's a place. It's a place called.
It's not a place where you get cut in the finger either.
It's a No, it's not a place where you get cut in the finger. It's a place called Little Vincent's. It's a pizza place. And I walked by there.
So you went to Little Vincent.
Little Vincent, little guy. He's a little guy. He's a little
Vincent.
little dude. Barely see him above the counter. And I had his pizza, Vinny's Pizza, Little
Yeah.
Vincent's Pizza.
So you had Little Vincent's Pizza.
Yes, like 9:30 last night.
Good.
Quite salty. And
Is this a real story?
story.
He had Little Vincent Pizza that was quite salty.
Quite salty.
Proceed, Mr.
Yeah.
Bernstein.
So I go to sleep at a normal time
After having...
after having this
Little
quite
Vincent's
salty pizza.
salty
Now I'm
pizza.
a bachelor.
Yes, we're aware of that.
Okay, so I woke up at like 1 in the morning, thirsty
Yeah, us bachelors normally do.
from the salty pizza,
Yeah.
and there's nothing in my refrigerator.
Sounds like us bachelors.
Zero.
Yep.
There's an egg, and I don't even know if the egg is any good.
I came back to my refrigerator with
Okay.
rotten
What
bananas
egg?
last night.
Right. So then I go to open the cupboard, and I have plastic cups. I don't even have a glass in my apartment. There's no plastic cups anymore. So I'm literally cupping my hand over the sink and drinking the water, like a 5-year-old would do.
At least
And
your
and
hands
then
are cupping.
and then at that point, I woke myself up because I have gone through an entire activity of trying to drink water, and never went back to sleep. All because of that little short guy behind the counter serving very salty pizza. There you have it. Which is why I am constantly drinking vitamin water, which doesn't seem to help either. and probably has extra sugar in it and is making me more
Still
tired.
waiting for the punchline of Little
Sounds
Vincent.
a little bit like
There is no punchline. You asked me why I'm so tired.
the way you described your house sounds like not a house, but a college dorm room. That's how I was living a couple years ago.
Let me say this.
I was told last night that my apartment looks too bachelor.
Let me say this. My apartment's missing like a female touch, I think. You know, like a female would come in and like, you need a glass.
You need a nice vase.
Yeah, you know, something, you know. There's nothing there because
You
I'm never,
have
I
a
just.
boiled egg or
it's
an
like
old egg.
An old egg, that's it. The entire refrigerator, that was the entire thing.
Trying to figure out if you just gave a 5-star review to Little Vincent or not.
No, I did not. unless you like really salty pizza.
All right. Anyway, good morning. I took my son here on medical trip. This was the second time bringing him here for medical treatment, and this is why we initially applied for our visa, and we got 10 years. I applied for an extension because the doctors needed more time to treat my son. So the hospital gave me a letter to send them while waiting. I'm going verbatim here. Waiting. I took sick, admitted 3 times, and the doctor said I won't be able to travel because of my condition. So when the immigration answered me about my son, to send more this is like a book, but you're very good at deciphering. All right. I sent my medical reports with the addition documents. I don't hear from them as yet. I sent this last documents and they received it on June 2nd. If the doctor said I can travel before I hear from them, what should I do? We're here for 1 year now, but I applied for extension before
I want
the
you to
time.
know, I completely lost it after. I was trying to
This
go.
is like a book.
I was trying to go onto your Facebook page to read it,
right.
and it's not working.
It's
out
David
very well.
Squeeze Annakie.
It's not working out for me very well.
All right. Facebook.com/David Squeeze Annakie. All right. And yeah, let me get you in the. Yeah, it's very long. This is probably the longest question. You want me to start again?
Yeah, why don't you start again?
Good morning. I took my son here on medical trip.
All right, so the son was sick.
Yes.
Okay, so far.
It's the second time, right? That she
Right.
did this. They initially applied and got a visa where they got 10 years. I applied for extension because the doctors needed more time to treat the son. So evidently she's here. She applied for an extension. While waiting for the extension, she took sick.
Who took sick? The
She
mother.
did, yeah.
Everybody's sick in this family now.
Got admitted to the hospital 3 times. And the doctor said she won't be able to travel because of her conditions.
So she needs something from the doctor.
Right. So yeah, when she got a letter. Okay. So when immigration answered me about my son to send more information, I sent my medical reports with the addition documents. I have not heard from them as yet. I sent in the last documents and they received it on June 2nd. If the doctor said I can travel before I hear from them, what should I do? We're here for 1 year now, but I applied for extension before the time they gave us in the country, which was 6 months.
You can't travel at all.
Well, obviously she can't travel because she's sick. And she's been admitted 3 times and the doctor suggested that she should not travel.
How is she paying for all her medical treatment?
Don't know?
She needs to come see me
Yeah.
after all of that.
1-800-529-5465. Heather, come see Brad. 1-800-529-5465. Make an appointment. Very important. Even a phone appointment, all right? 1-800-LAWLINK. Married to someone on a visitor's visa, do we only submit the adjustment of status form only or the I-130 as well?
The I-130 and adjustment.
There you go. I don't know if SMG wants to get any in, but it's 29 minutes after the hour.
We do have a few questions.
Let's do it.
I have a friend who wants to do fostering. She has no papers. Can she backtrack? Let me just read it perfectly.
What?
I have a friend who wants to do fostering. She has no papers. She can backtrack. Can she?
You have a friend who wants to take in foster children. She came into the country illegally and now is an illegal alien in America who entered illegally. She wants to go to the state and say, let me raise children. I don't think that's going to happen.
That was an amazing interpretation of what I just read to you.
And by the way, she's from Guyana.
Yeah.
You want to know why?
How?
Because that's that's the term they use.
Backtrack?
For backtrack, yeah.
My brother was adopted by his grandparents over 3 years, but they put in for his green card and got a letter saying that she must come to Kingston at the visa center. Could you explain how they go about that?
They adopted a child?
The brother was adopted by the grandparents, and it's happened 3 years ago.
And they want, well, you have to go pick up your child to bring to the embassy. Who's going to walk a child into 10-year-old, 12-year-old? How old is this kid? Who's walking that kid into the embassy? Is this kid taking his bicycle there? What's happening?
So that's why they need to go to the visa center to explain.
Not to the visa center. The National Visa Center you correspond with. Nobody's asking you to drive to New Hampshire, but they may ask you to go to the U.S. Embassy in Kingston to bring the child in for a green card.
Gotcha.
Right? Does that make sense?
That's probably what she thought. Well, it's probably what she didn't know.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
She phrased the question a little weird.
Yeah.
Christine, she asked a question this morning about filing for asylum, and it's because she feels like she's in danger from her husband, and she feels that her daughter and son are also in danger from her husband, and they live in Jamaica, and she wanted your advice on the situation.
Where are they now?
It would seem still in Jamaica. Christine, you can comment if that's different.
Yeah. You're not going to get asylum from being scared from your husband. Unfortunately, that doesn't qualify you.
Okay. I have a U.S.-born son, but I don't have a green card. Can I file for one?
Could I bring the energy down anymore?
No, you can't.
No, you couldn't.
Could I possibly do it?
This is like very smooth jazz of you right now.
Smooth jazz of it, yes.
This is Brad on the ride
This is
home.
the part where I start yelling, but
Brad on the ride home.
We're going to listen to some Dizzy Gillespie.
Yeah.
Miles. All right, so let's get back.
When
All
you
right.
finish
You know,
probation, can anyone travel outside the United
Yeah.
States? I was on probation for violating an order of protection.
What? I'm sorry, I was trying to get dizzy on the phone. What was
When
it?
you finish probation, can anyone travel outside the United States? I was on probation for violating an order of protection.
What were you on probation for?
Violating an order of protection.
No, because an order of protection sounds like it's a domestic violence, could be a domestic violence issue, and you can be deported for domestic violence. So I would suggest you come see me first.
This voice is killing me.
You like it?
What's the current timeline for marriage green card process?
About 9 months. 9 months.
9 months.
Yes.
I'm not a part of the show.
That's okay.
That's not my energy.
Yeah.
And Carol wants to know, Brad, why don't you have cups in your house?
Why don't I have cups in my house?
Yeah.
That's a very good question. I have a bunch of Dizzy Gillespie records. I have a signed autograph from Count Basie.
Interesting.
Yeah, no cups.
Why?
I'm a jazz guy. That's why. It's all about the jazz.
Next question.
You gotta live the music. You gotta live it.
Okay.
And no words.
By the way, all those folks that received a text earlier, that's waiting on their calls to be answered on 93.5.
All right, I'm only kidding now. All right, but I did answer the questions. But all right, Squeeze.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right. Thank you.
I was just enjoying myself. I was humoring myself.
It's a character.
Right? It's the jazz guy.
You're ready to go on stage. That's
Jazz
a
guy,
character.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, jazz guy.
Smooth jazz guy.
Smooth jazz guy.
Spent a lot of money, texting some folks to reach out to us.
All right, let's go.
Dawn. Dawn.
Yes,
Yes.
hi.
How are you doing, Dawn?
I'm good. I have 3 questions,
Yeah.
3 separate from, Anyway, the first one. I recently entered the United States. I'm a green card holder. However, my 22-year-old child was dropped off the process when after filing. What can I do?
Why was he dropped off? He was turned
She
21?
was dropped off because she became 22 1 month prior to the NVC started the process.
How long was the I-130 take to get approved? I mean, there's a Child Status Protection Act, but you need an you need to look at the I-130 to see how long the I-130 took to get approved.
Okay.
So I don't know how. I would need to look at the I-130 to see if we can keep the child in under the Child Status Protection Act. You need to make an appointment. It's a calculation. I can tell you how to do the calculation over the radio waves. I'm happy to tell you.
No, I will. Eventually, I'll have to come and
Not
see
eventually now.
now.
Not eventually. Do it now because you have to do something within a calculable amount of time. So you say, okay, maybe I'll come in 3 months, and then I would say to you, oh well, 3 months ago I could have done it, but now she fell off. So go do it now.
Oh.
All right, come in now. All right. Hold on one second.
Before you go to,
Yeah. Don't.
I have two other questions.
What are your other questions?
Okay. The second one is, what is the best way if I have a partner back home in Jamaica and I want him to be here with me? What's the best route I should take in order to make this process speedy?
Your partner. Your partner is who? What do you mean by partner? Explain to me.
Partner in Jamaica meaning the person that I was with in Jamaica, intimate. A man, the opposite.
Okay, fine. I'm not sure. Okay, I didn't know who. I understood. I was just trying to get what your relationship was. Was this a man, another woman? You know, things happen these days. It's a modern world. So,
it's a man.
All right. So, the fastest way is fiance visa.
Okay.
All right. So, if you want to bring them up here as quickly as possible, fiance visa. If not, then go down and marry him. It'll take about a year.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Can I get
You have a third question?
It could have been at her also, right?
That's why I was asking. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, the third question is really separate in terms of one of my child. Her father passed, but he was on social disability. When I inquired about getting, assistance where that is concerned for her, since she's still underage, I was told that it's not possible because he's not on the birth certificate. However,
I'm not a Social Security expert, unfortunately, so I don't know the answer off the top of my head. But you come in, we can research it out. Hold on one second.
All right, 1-800-529-5465. The phone lines are blazing up. Once again, much respect to each and every one. And I want to say thanks to all the people who has opted in for the message I have sent them, and all the people who opted out. Remember?
The people who opted out?
Yeah, people who opted out.
Yeah, screw them. The people who
No, I'm thanking them anyway.
You're going to thank them?
Yeah.
I say screw them. You opt out? Screw you. All right, Sherry Ann.
1-800-529-5465.
Sherry.
All right?
Is it Sherry Ann? No, just Sherry. How are you?
Hi, Sherry.
What's up?
I'm great. Yes, I want to ask a question. My friend girl told me that she's a Jamaican, and she told me that someone had told her that in order for you to get a visa now, you have to be on your job for 20 years. Is that true?
You have to be on a job for 20 years to get a visa to come to the United States?
Yes.
No, that is not true. I know plenty of people who got visas who have worked less than 20 years.
Right. I know that's what you told me a couple of weeks ago. So I was like, I don't believe that.
No, I don't believe that either.
They look at by then.
Yeah, they look at the totality of circumstances. But I will tell you that if you're between the age of 20 and 40 and single, and live in the West Indies, whether it's Jamaica, Trinidad, Dominican Republic, it's unlikely that you would get a visa. But you never know.
So they're saying that they're not giving visas to Jamaicans anymore? Is that what?
No, I didn't say anything.
I mean, what's going on?
I don't know. You're putting words in my mouth. All I said was if you're between 20 and 40, single, it's unlikely to get a visa. But until you go apply, you never know. But there's no hard and fast rule. You got to be working for 20 years or this or that.
Okay. What if you apply for a waiver and you waiting for your waiver be the time for the waiver be up the 19th of this month?
Why are you applying for a waiver? A waiver for what?
Well, they had something on their record, and when they were 16 years old, and they got an attorney and everything.
What are they trying to get? Are they getting a visa? Is this the same person who wants to work for 20 years for a visa? What are they applying for? When you apply for a waiver, just so you understand, when you apply for a waiver, you first have to be turned down at the embassy. So what was this person turned down for? Were they turned down for a green card? Were they turned down for a visa? You can't just go, okay, so they were turned down for a visa. They said you are otherwise eligible for a visa but for this conviction when you were 16? Or they said you were turned down for a visa whether you had this conviction or not?
They gave them the opportunity to get a waiver.
Wonderful. And are they applying for a green card or a visitor's visa or a student visa? What are they applying for?
Well, they were saying that they would be over here permanently.
All right, so they're applying for a green card. They're applying for a green card.
Okay.
All right, so now your question is what?
Well, that was the question I was asking. She said that that she had heard from two people that you have to be on your job for 20 years.
No, none of that. All of that is. I don't know who the people are that's spreading these rumors. Every day we get calls about rumors being spread. None of that's true. None of that's true.
All right. Well,
all right.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All right.
1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. How you doing, Kimberly?
I'm doing well.
Okay. I'm going to like her. I've always wanted to name one of my daughters Kimberly, but it wasn't. The mother wouldn't allow it.
Yeah. I would have named the old SMG Kimberly. All right. Franklin.
Social media gal. Yes. Franklin.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Hey, what up, man?
Yes, man. I have a question. I need to file for my brother and my sister and 3 of my niece in Jamaica. So I just want to know how long it will take, and I could make an appointment and come down and see you.
Your brother, your sister, and 3 nieces?
2 niece and 1 nephew, yeah.
Okay, so it's their children. Assuming this, yeah, I mean, a brother filing for another brother or a sibling is going to be 10, 12 years.
How many years?
12, 13, 11, over a decade.
Oy.
Oy is right.
And the sister and mother?
Your mother will be here in a year. Your brothers and sisters will be here in about 12 years.
Okay. Wow.
What you should do is, after your mother comes, let her file for them as long as they're single, and that would be faster.
Oh.
Come in and we'll figure it out. Hold on.
Okay. 1-800-529-5465. Once again, thanks to each and every one for tuning in. All right, this is the Brad and Squeeze Show. It's now 18 minutes before the hour of 1. Let me put a little bit of the media training in effect, and then come back to the world of operating as if we have no media training.
Why did you go for media training and left me out of it?
Hey, listen, the old SMG, Kimberly.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to call him. I'm going to call him. Tell him that. He's going to be upset.
Yes.
All right, I'm quite sure he's probably listening right now.
He looks like a Kimberly.
Oh. See,
I don't like my name being used as an insult.
Sorry.
That sounds shady. I don't like it.
It's very shady right there.
Yeah.
By the way, this SMG is a part of the gene pool on this side of the room.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's trying to say.
Well, I'm only kidding. He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I completely, you know.
Joking around.
You need to get some sleep, dude.
I'm tired.
You really need to get some sleep.
I'm tired.
And I don't buy that story, by the way.
The pizza
I
story?
do not buy that story.
Do you buy the Dizzy Gillespie story?
I buy the square story, the finger cut story, but I don't buy that story. Let's go back to the phone calls.
The best part
That's
about
an
this
inside
show
joke.
is the inside jokes that our viewers could have no
Right,
possible
yeah.
insight on.
Yes.
And I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to share.
No.
And you want to know what? The inside jokes are the most hilarious. I just can't share it.
No, you can't.
You gotta come visit the office.
No, he can't. No, nobody will ever know how I cut my finger.
I am still laughing about that.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
All
folks.
right, let's go to Ready.
Yeah.
Ready.
Ready?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good afternoon, Ready.
Hi. Okay. I have 2 questions. My first question is, I'm from India and I've come to United States on a B1 visa for a program. And I met a girl here whom I knew from before. And so I stayed back. I was alive for 6 months and I stayed back. I applied for my extension in a college program. I got the approval from the immigration, from the homeland, and that expired like...
So you're on a student visa now?
Yeah, I was. Now, I guess, so I didn't go to school, basically. So, I guess that got terminated, or whatever word you use for it. And we were planning to get married, so I wanted to check, like, will that be better if we get married here, or like, is it better if we go back to India, get married there, and then she files for us?
No. Go get married here and file your adjustment immediately.
Okay.
All right, don't go back to India. That's like the dumbest thing in the world. Dumber than me cutting my finger.
Okay.
All right, hold on one second. You need help.
1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. Make that link. Make that call.
Tasha.
Tasha.
Hi, Brad. I squeeze and
Hey.
Nikki and big strongly guy.
Oh, very good. Hello to all,
Strongly
except
guy.
little Nikki is not here, but big strongly guy is here.
BSG.
Strong manly guy.
BSG, big strongly guy.
That BS could mean something else, you know.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. What's up?
Anyway, what's up?
I have a quick question. So I'm going to do a fiancé visa,
Wonderful.
but I am on vacation at the moment. Can I do the paperwork while I'm on vacation and send it off?
Absolutely.
Okay,
You're
so
allowed. You're allowed to send.
do that.
You're allowed to send the paperwork from a hotel room, from your fiance's house. You don't have to be physically in your home to send it off. You can send it off from anywhere in the world.
Okay, and since I'm adding kids to the fiancé visa, do I do anything for them now, or just add their name to the
Just
application?
add their name to the application.
And that's it.
That's it.
Okay. And affidavits of support.
That's down the
Sent
line.
off with
Down
that
the line. Down the line.
photos, all that stuff.
Down the line. Down the line. Just
Down
submit
the
the
line.
application.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Congratulations.
Thanks again.
All right, bye.
All right. Once again, folks, the number here is 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. All right. Let's go to another call, Brad.
Sorry. I have people watching me, texting me.
So all you got to do is ignore it.
I know I can't.
Why?
Because I can't.
You sounded like my nephew just.
1-800-529-5465.
I can't.
1-800-LAWLINK.
That was funny.
Juliet,
Yes,
how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
What's happening?
I'll do better once I have my answer.
All right. I hope it's a good one.
Okay. My name is Juliet, and I have three brothers, Romeo.
You have 3 male brothers.
Yeah, no, my twin brother's name is Romeo.
Romeo.
Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay. And he's here, I guess, since 1990. But I'm a citizen, and I sponsored him, I guess, in 2002. And he got approved. But there is a problem. He was put up for deportation, and they had him in jail, so to speak. You know. And I found a lawyer. I live in New Jersey, and he lives in New York. But they transported him. They transported him into New Jersey in Elizabeth,
Right.
where I was able to go visit him and try to find a lawyer.
Why was he?
they had already tried to-
Why was he in deportation? What did he do wrong?
Okay, so that he did anything, guess when he had filed for political asylum,
Okay, and he got
you
denied.
know,
Where's he from?
Yeah,
What country?
Suriname.
All right, so he's from Suriname. He filed for political asylum. What probably happened was he got denied. He got ordered deported. He never left the United States. So now he's
Yeah.
living here with a warrant of arrest for an order of
Yeah.
deportation. So he would need to reopen his case. Otherwise, they're going to come knock on his door and arrest him and stick him in Elizabeth, New Jersey, which is what happened.
No.
How long ago did this happen?
This happened in 2010 when they had him in jail. I found a lawyer.
Where is he now?
He's in New York. I found a lawyer. They got him out, you know, but he has to go every year. So on a in New York in Manhattan to go report.
Right.
But in the meantime, his son is in the military.
Do you know why he's reporting? I'll tell you why. Excuse me. Because Suriname has no evidence that he's a citizen of Suriname. Otherwise, he would have been deported. So the reason why...
No. He had his passport and everything I had to give to the lawyer. He brought it, but the lawyer knew the system here in New Jersey. So some kind of way they had him out, and he got his work permit. He's working, but the problem is this: when I filed for him a year ago, they sent me the papers that I could put his papers in because finally I wanted to
Stop, please. I can't listen anymore. I'm telling you what happened. Okay, whether you gave a passport or not, Suriname is not accepting him back. It's nothing that the lawyer knew in New Jersey, some special magic. Okay, there's no special magic. He was ordered deported. He was sitting in jail. For whatever reason, Suriname is not taking him back. And what the law says is if you sit in jail for more than 6 months and your country where you were born is not taking you back, they're not accepting you back, the U.S. government can't put you on a plane and throw you out of the plane from 30,000 feet above Suriname. So therefore, they have to release you from jail. And what they do is he reports every year because the U.S. government is trying to get Suriname to take him back. Usually certain countries won't take him back because they can't confirm or verify he's a citizen of that particular country. They can't confirm he was born there. They can't. Now, you gave a U.S. passport to the lawyer. I don't know what the lawyer did with that U.S. passport. No, excuse me, not the U.S. passport, the Suriname passport. My apologies. But I don't know what he did with that passport. But I can tell you that if there is evidence that he is in fact a citizen of Suriname, and Suriname doesn't want to have a problem with the United States, Suriname has to take him back. And the only reason he's sitting here is because Suriname's not taking him back. I can guarantee you that.
No. It's not true.
Okay.
It's not true.
So what is your question then?
My question is this. His son now works is a military. His mother is also from Suriname. She never had a deportation on her.
So you have to listen to me. All right, they're screaming at me. You have to reopen the deportation case.
That is what the lawyer.
So why are you calling me if you have this great lawyer in New Jersey? Why are you calling me?
I just was about to ask you a question. I almost feel like a tech. So
you're not being
all I wanted was information.
I'm giving you the information. But I'm giving you the information.
Listening to you for years.
That's fine, but I'm giving you the information, and you're telling me it's not true. So what do you want from me?
You know what? You
don't like the information I'm giving you. What do you want from me?
No, because you said Suriname.
It's true.
You shouldn't have cut her off. You didn't have to cut her off.
I can't listen to her scream at me.
No. Dude, you didn't get some rest, man.
I'm giving her information.
But I was just put her back on. I was just about to explain to her why.
I don't want to put her back on. Let's go to Mahana. Mahana.
Dude.
I'm telling you the truth. Yeah. Mahana.
But before we get to Mahana, I just want to say something. A lot of folks out there listening. When Brad is speaking, he knows what he's talking about. And sometimes you guys understand something else based on documents or what you have heard. But when he's speaking, he's very passionate. We all know that already. Okay? And he's concrete and he knows exactly what's happening. So then when you're trying to tell him something else that is happening and he's trying to say, no, that's not what's really genuinely happening. This is what's happening. We need to listen because that's the reason why he's the attorney and not some Joe Schmo on the radio.
All right. Mahana. Thank you very much.
You're good now, man?
Yes, thank you. Mahana.
Hello?
How are you?
Mahana, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Wonderful we are here.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead with your question.
Sir, I am in H1B visa and I came from India and I already completed 6 years. I am right now in 8 years in H1B. My H1B was extended from 6 years to 8 years because my first perm application was denied and crossed 365 days and send it to the Balka, whatever appeal.
Balka, right. You did a perm application for labor application, which was denied. Why was it denied? Why was it denied?
The first was denied because of the prevailing wages determination letter.
Okay. So you whatever reason they said the prevailing wage was incorrect.
I don't know, the school district only send it and I asked the HR, how did you get the PWD, the prevailing wages determination letter? She said, just go print from online.
No.
And I don't know how to apply for prevailing wages determination letter. Is it?
Right. How long have you been on an H-1B now?
No, I'm right now completing 8 years.
8 years.
Uh-huh.
All right, so you did a labor certification at one point in order to get this extended, past your 6 years on an H-1B.
Oh, again they said, let me explain to you. First form application was denied because it is almost 365 days. That's why they extended my visa from 6 years to 7 years. Including the recapture days I spent time in India, they gave me up to 8 years right now. And again they applied...
Let me ask you a question. I understand everything that happened. What is your question?
Oh, my question is, again, they send a query from the USCIS asking for evidence of document, saying that on what basis, again, you applied for 1 more year extension. Almost she reached the 8 years.
This is the deal. You need to show that you have a pending alien labor application, perm application, filed before the end of your 5th year. Your case was denied at some point. So unless you can show that you had something filed before the end of your 5th year, or you can show your labor certification, your perm application is already approved, you're going to have a trouble extending to your 8th year on an H-1B. Now, you were able to do it either because previously you did have a labor certification or perm application filed that was pending, which was now denied, or because you, as you said, you were recapturing your time. Obviously, there was a problem with the perm application. It's such a straightforward thing. You apply to the Department of Labor and you say to the Department of Labor, what is the prevailing wage for this job? And they send it back to you. And then you take exactly what they put and you put it on an application. It's a very straightforward process. So I'm not sure how you got the prevailing wage or your lawyer got the prevailing wage wrong. So you're asking me now, how do you respond to the Immigration Service to extend your H-1B to a 9th year when you're only entitled to 6 years on an H-1B unless you have a pending labor certification filed before the end of your 5th year, which has now already been denied? I don't have an answer for you, but I would suggest you make an appointment to come and see me. I understand the problem, but your problem's not being solved on this radio show. You got a big problem. And it starts with whoever was doing your labor certification screwed it up. Whoever that was.
Where to get the determination letter, sir?
I'm sorry?
Where to get the prevailing wages determination letter from the labor department?
Why are you doing it? Don't you have a lawyer?
I know I have the lawyer, but
Hold on, Mahana, hold on. All right, because we're going to run out of time. Hold on. All right, that call would go on for 30 minutes.
We also should probably stay longer today. We have a flood of social media questions.
We also should feed Brad Bernstein today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad Bernstein.
Page 21.
Yeah. Screw page 21. Hey.
They opted out.
Yeah, they opted out. Page 21.
Yeah.
Mahana took up page 21's time.
Yeah.
And so, as always, the Brad and Squeeze Show is brought to you by USA Credit Repair.
Are we staying on? It's up to you. I have...
To eat?
No, it's okay. 1 second. You go talk.
USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit. We'll talk about it. Call 1-800-872-7177, 1-800-872-7177, or you can visit their website, which is self-explanatory about their services, www.wefixbadcredit.com. Are you ready, Brad? Are you engaged?
I am engaged. Continue. You're doing a great job. Continue.
He's not engaged. He's a bachelor.
I am not engaged with anything. All right, so we're going to continue. If it's up to USA Credit Repair people. I'm texting them now.
Last time I checked, everybody waited until 1 minute before the show is over before USA Credit got a plug and sponsor. So USA Credit Repair isn't sponsor. I don't know why we should continue. I'm just saying.
I'm just, USA. I'm texting USA Credit people. Is it okay?
Oh, you are?
Continue, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Because they were omitted.
They were omitted.
Yeah.
What does you are an a-hole mean when I don't... Why are they calling me those names?
Who's calling you that?
USA Credit Repair.
They would never call you that.
They're calling that to me.
No, they would never, ever dream of doing that.
Yes, because I didn't do anything about...
They probably call you something else, but not that. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go out. We'll get through all the social media questions.
And we have a whole bunch of questions on the radio.
All right, so I tell you what.
What?
I will allow the radio program to go longer.
USA Credit Repair people. I had nothing
forget about USA Credit Repair. If you promise to be nicer.
I am nice.
No. Just promise me that you'll be nicer to the callers, no matter how bad they make you upset.
Well, there's not a trash can over there.
You didn't have supposed to be.
You didn't.
There's not even a can over there.
There's supposed to be a trash
bottle.
Can. I did not throw a bottle.
We must remind that prior results do not guarantee similar outcome. We will be going to the after the top of the hour, and we'll be getting to all the questions on the phone, and we'll also be getting to the social media questions. Thank you so much for joining the Brad and Squeeze Show, but we will continue in a few minutes after the top of the hour.
And everybody stay on the radio.
Because there are 3 minutes of commercial at the top, then we continue.
Right, but we're going to take the calls anyway.
Yes, we are going to take the calls.
All right, so let's go.
All right, we continue on social media.
Natoya. Latoya.
Natoya,
Yes, hello?
How are you?
what's your question for Grumpy?
Oh, hi, good afternoon. I like listening to you guys.
Thank you.
My question, I have a son in
Even though I'm grumpy.
I know, that lady she was too much.
Yes. Oh, thank you. You see? Thank you.
He got some energy there.
Yeah,
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, that woke me up.
Yeah, I have a son in Jamaica. He's going to be 22 in November, but he have a girlfriend here, so the status changed on him. So if I file for him, it's going to take 7 years, which I know.
Right. How old is he
So,
now?
which I did. Pardon me?
How old is he now?
He's 21, but I did file for him, but the status ended up changed on him because he became 21.
Are you a
process
citizen?
okay. Yes, I am, but I become a citizen
After. I see.
Yes,
I see.
yes.
Okay.
No, I think I become a citizen after he becomes 21.
If you became a citizen before he turned 21, he'll be here immediately. So that's a key
but
thing to know.
I think it's after he turned 21, like 2 months after.
Okay, fine. So now, when did you file for him?
I filed for him in England. I think it was in July of last year.
Okay, so he's got a long way to go. He's got a long way to go.
Yes, but he has a girlfriend here. Which she want to, do something for him. Like she was thinking about going on to get married to him. Which,
right.
That's what I want to ask. If do a fiance visa or if she should marry to him.
The fastest way is fiance visa.
Is the fiance visa?
That is the fastest way. If you want your son here as quickly as humanly possible, you do a fiance visa. Now, the problem with the fiance visa is you got to do something else after he comes here. You got to get married within 90 days, then you got to file an adjustment. So for a few months, he's going to be sitting around with nothing to do, waiting on his work permit. So that's the downside. The upside is he gets here quicker. The other option is she goes down and marries him. He does go through the same process, just takes a little longer, but he enters the United States with a green card.
Right.
So the question. Right. So when you decide what you're going to do, if the answer is I just need this guy here as quickly as I can get his 2 feet into America, you do the fiance visa all day long. If on the other hand you say, you know what, I want him to enter the United States with a green card and be able to start working immediately. I don't want him sitting around watching Dr. Phil and all day long waiting on a work permit. Then, you wait a little longer, but you enter with the green card.
Okay.
Those are the options.
Okay. And thank you. You're doing a good job, and we appreciate it. We Jamaicans, I cannot talk for nobody else, but we Jamaicans appreciate you so much, and we appreciate you.
You are so right, because you want to know what? Sometimes I feel a little bit hurt. I go through the airport at least 4 times a month going to Jamaica back and forth because of business.
Right.
And everyone walks up to me and says, hey, Squeeze, and they're being all nice and sweet to me. But then they said, yeah, but it's Brad we really respect still in our Squeeze. Brad is the one in there. You understand what I'm saying?
Now he's just stroking me.
I'm telling you, it's true. No, she's right. They all love you.
I know that, but you're just stroking me now.
And then they use me to get to you. You know? So can you ask Brad this question for me?
You're a big man. You know that, right? In Jamaica, you're a real big man.
In Jamaica, you said. I want to be the real big man here also.
You are. I'm going to tell you something.
You are the real big man.
Squeeze was the one who went out and got me. All right? He found me. He's the one who put me on the radio.
By way of
He's the one who gave me all my media training. If it wasn't for Squeeze, I would be running ads in Caribbean Life still. I don't think it exists anymore. But that's where he found me.
Anyway, thank you so much for the accolades, though. It's beautiful.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, guys. Thank you for the information. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so, did you meet Julia?
Hi, Julia.
Hello.
Did we meet?
No.
We haven't met, right?
No.
Okay.
This is Kyle. That's Kimberly.
Okay.
That's Squeeze. My name is Brad.
These are our viewers.
These are our viewers watching.
So you know me now. I mean,
yes.
You're asking if we met Julia, but then there's going to be a follow-up question.
No, we got to get the call.
Who is Julia?
Don't worry.
Thank you, Squeeze. I was going to tread there.
Yeah, you should never, ever introduce unless you know the follow-up question is coming.
You are on a need-to-know basis.
By the way, folks, a very stunning, beautiful woman just walked into the room, and he asked everyone in the room if we have ever met her.
No.
Of course, that was like a rhetorical question, I guess, because of course we haven't met her.
He knew the answer.
He knew the answer, and then he expect for it to stop right there.
I was just being polite. I was just being polite.
And we're being polite too.
Yes.
Anyway,
all right.
Let's proceed.
Derek.
Notice he got a lot of energy now.
Yeah. I'm not Gillespie anymore. Right?
Did you guys meet Julia? Has anyone met Julia? Everyone?
What's going on here?
All right. So, enough fun with Julia. Could we get back to what we do here?
Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. Carried away here with Julia. Derek.
Anyway, go ahead.
What's up?
Nothing much. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
You guys are truly amazing. I know that.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
a lot,
Appreciate
man.
it.
You just made our day again, man.
Yes. Everyone says how great we are.
Yeah.
I was going to start thinking
Question.
we're great.
Yeah.
What's up?
Listen here. I was referred to you by a friend of mine. Right? I need to sort out a green card, which I have somebody who is willing to do a marriage with me, but I need some.
Whoa.
Yes. Let's clear that up.
Let's clear that up right
Let's put some clothes on that argument there.
Okay. All right.
Okay, sorry.
All right. If you are in love with somebody, and you ask them to marry you, or they ask you to marry, either way, it's a modern world. The female could ask the man to marry now.
Yeah.
And you're in right? That could happen, right?
It's a
It's a possibility. And you guys are in love, and it's a real marriage, by all means, yes. Okay, but when you say somebody's willing to marry you, all of a sudden I say, whoa, wait a second, because if it's anything less than love, don't be doing it, you know? So let's go back and let's rephrase your question again.
Yes, go on.
Okay.
All right.
So I would say my fiancé, right?
That sounds much better.
That's more appropriate.
More appropriate, right. Okay, so your fiancé has said yes to marriage to you.
Yes.
Okay, so now your question is what?
So I want to know the process of doing this green card thing.
Well, you get married. You live together. When you get married, you file an adjustment application. You get your work permit in 90 days. But eventually, you're going to get an interview in about 7-8 months. And at that marriage, there's two things you got to prove. One, you are physically living together. You go to bed and you share the pillow or the pillow next to each other at the end of every night. Okay. And the other thing you got to be able to prove,
if you use pillows, by the way.
If you use pillows, right? And the other thing, the other thing you have to prove, is that was a strange comment. But the other thing you have to the modern world, maybe you don't use pillows. The other thing you have to prove is that you have a shared economic relationship, meaning that you share in both the proceeds of the income that come into the marriage based on your work and investments, as well as you share in the debts of the marriage, meaning whatever you owe on a monthly basis in your mortgage and your rent and your electric bill. So it's sharing in the proceeds and the debts of the marriage. You got to prove that as well. That's what the government says is a real marriage. Anything short of that, because we get people who call all the time and say, I got a boyfriend or I got a girlfriend, they live in Miami, she's in school there, I got to work here in New York, but we see each other and blah, 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 blah. Guess what? That's recipe for disaster for immigration.
Okay.
That's what you got to do.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Are we still great? Are we still great or not as great anymore?
You're excellent.
Still excellent. Okay, thank you. All right.
Sir.
Hold on if you need
hold on
if you need
Is there a number other than on the here in which I can speak to you guys?
What is the telephone number that you called? Let's start with there.
I think it's a 1.
Did you call 1-800-529-5465? Is that the number you called?
Yes.
Okay, it's the same exact number. You're calling my office. So the same number that you called to get on the radio is the number to call. Okay?
Okay, no problem.
All right.
Thank you.
Squeeze, how long are we going here?
As long as you want, man. And by the way, if you sleep without a pillow, you're guaranteed not to have back problems.
Really?
Yeah. Try it. It feels funny, but
I don't want to.
After a while, I'm serious.
Right.
A lot of people wonder why they have back problems. It's your pillow.
You ever see that old Steve Martin movie, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Remember that movie from the 1980s? And he sleeps in the bed with John Candy, and they're two buddies, and they just have to share a bed in the hotel room. And then Steve Martin says,
"Where is this going?
Where are your hands?" And John Candy goes, "Between two pillows." And he goes, "Those aren't pillows."
You're an idiot. You know that? You are an idiot. You know that?
Whatever I hear, I always think of,
But seriously, though,
Yeah.
think about it. When God made us, He didn't make us with pillows. If He wanted us to have pillows, He'd give us pillows.
Yeah.
He didn't make us with mattresses either.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's the point. That's the reason why if you sleep on a flat, hard surface with no pillows, you're okay.
I'll pass.
Squeeze, do you sleep on your bare floor? Is that what you're trying to say?
I have occasionally. I have.
Caveman.
Wait, you were complaining about that like a couple weeks ago. You're complaining about your furniture not being in.
What I really was complaining, it was a television I was talking about. That I can't sleep without now.
I don't need a TV. You watch everything on a computer now, on a laptop. Who
Yeah,
watches
that's true.
TV?
Because the
I'm watching
TV is a
Game of Thrones
computer.
this weekend.
What?
I'm watching Game of Thrones this weekend.
Everybody's into Game of Thrones, and I'm still on episode 1, season 1. I haven't. I saw the credits come, and then I
pretty
realized I was thirsty and needed some water.
Too much pizza.
It was too much
Ruining
pizza.
your
No.
Ruining
Too much
my
little
life.
Vincent pizza. Anyway, we can continue. Let's go. Chop, chop.
All right.
Rock and roll.
All
Let's
right,
take care of these
all right,
people's
all right.
questions.
Seriously, could we just go through the questions? 'Cause
Absolutely.
I got to get going. Let's run through
Yeah,
it
we know.
quickly. Okay. Donna.
Hello.
Hi, Donna. How are you? What's your question? Quickly. Let's see how fast if Brad can do a rapid
We're going to
fire.
do rapid fire. Quickly.
My question to Brad is, I have a son who come on the program, and he do extend, and he has a visa 10-year, and he want to get married.
Great.
Would he has to go back to Jamaica? He have somebody coming over here about 5 years now.
No,
But he
as
do
long as he made a
extend.
legal entry, he can adjust his status here. There seems to be some rumor going around now that you can't adjust your status
Yeah, we
anymore.
heard that this
That's
morning.
not true. He can adjust his status here.
He's sincere now. He do a extend, but he don't
That's
want to
fine.
go back.
That's fine. As long as it's a bona fide marriage.
Yes, it's a bona
Yeah,
fide marriage.
Yeah, get your green card here. Hold on one second. We can help.
1-800-529-5465. Next question, Brad. Come on. Chop, chop. Chop, 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 chop.
I can't type that fast. I'm sorry.
1-800-529-5465.
Mary.
Mary.
How are you, Mary?
Is it Mary or John? No,
Mary.
Mary. Mary.
Mary, how are you?
All right, let's put Mary on hold and move over.
Mary is.
And then go to
Mary
the
is
next one.
Quite contrary there.
1-800-529-5465.
Pauline.
Hi,
How are you?
Squeeze.
Hey, Pauline.
Hi, how you doing? I want to find out if you overstayed your visa and you want to travel on Amtrak to Florida, can you?
On a truck? You want to
No,
travel on a
Amtrak,
truck?
Amtrak,
Oh,
Amtrak.
No, I wouldn't do Amtrak to Florida because the train's going through small little rural towns down south, and the police are crazy there. Take a plane. And the best place to take a plane, by the way, is West Palm Beach because you're going domestic to domestic.
So if you go, you can take it like suppose you go Florida, you want to take the plane at Orlando.
You could take your plane anywhere you want. I've never seen anybody I've seen lots of people out of status traveling all over the place as long as you have a valid ID. You know, I mean, there's a risk in everything you do. There's a risk in crossing the street, but people cross the street. But if you're asking me, you want to have the least reduced risk of traveling if you're out of status, to me, it's still get on an airplane. I think that is the least reduced risk versus driving versus taking an Amtrak. The worst is a bus.
Okay.
And the reason is because generally TSA, they're busy looking for bombs. They're not looking for illegal aliens or people out of status. But the local police down south, they got nothing to do. You know, it's like Barney Fife sitting at the barber shop waiting for somebody to drive by their town. They're looking for you.
So suppose you're going with your family and stuff like that, not you alone.
Take the plane. That's my advice. Take the plane.
Okay, so you're safer on the plane, like from Orlando to
you know, there's always a risk in everything. I think the least risk is flight.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
All right. John.
Yes, listen. My brother applied for citizenship and he filed Form N648 and the form was rejected. Where do we go from there?
Why was it rejected?
The woman just said not sufficient wording on the form.
Wording on the form, then he needs to go find a lawyer and figure out what happened wrong. Okay?
Uh-huh.
The worst thing in the world to do is just go try it again and not fix whatever the problem is. I don't know what the problem is, but come see me and we will fix the problem. Hold on.
Once again, folks, the number is 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-LAWLINK. Thank you so much for tuning into the Brad and Squeeze Show. Let's rock and roll to another call.
Marie.
Hello?
Hi, Marie.
Hi, Marie.
Yes, I have a big concern. First, I want to thank you for the work you're doing. That's really wonderful. It's really helpful out there. There's a lot of people dying of stress with the immigration issue.
And I'm going to tell you something. The best way to not die of stress is just listen to us. Tell your friends, tell your family.
I will definitely do that.
Yes.
My question is somebody...
I'm sorry.
If somebody overstays their visa...
Yes.
But... yeah, there's always a reason to overstay your visa.
Yes.
But the problem is the person doesn't really see any option because the family that they get here is the sister that are a U.S. citizen, and the mom, they already applied for the mom, but no answer yet.
All right, so let me make a suggestion to you, okay? Off the top of my head, they can get sponsored in a job, and it takes a year. That's off the top of my head. Okay? I've already given you an option. Get sponsored in a job. It takes a year. Year and a half, most. Okay?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is again?
Come to Brad, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, there's options.
Got the answers.
I don't have answer. It's not like I have a manufacturing mill in the back.
No, you don't.
But
you know what you're doing.
Manufacture a green card, but I do know what I'm doing. I could already tell you off the top of my head an option, okay, without even meeting the person.
There's an option, right?
Yes. Tell him to come see me. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. I only, and Marie's lovely, by the way. We're really over time here. Let's go to social media quickly.
Okay.
Are we done on the other side?
No, we got Sammy. Want me to do Sammy?
Yeah, let's do Sammy.
Sammy, last call, Sammy, and then we're going to go to social media.
Sammy!
Okay. Yes, sir. Mr. Brad.
Yeah.
What's
up?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Let me turn my radio down. Hold on. Can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah, go ahead, Sammy.
Okay. I have a question here. I have a friend of mine. He came here as a visitor, and then he overstayed. And right now he's sick due to food poisoning. He bought the food from a store, and then when he ate the food, he realized the food has mold on it. Is that a case for him?
No, because you should look to see what there's mold on your food before you eat it. That to me would be
There's a packet.
Yeah.
The food was inside of it.
Unless he has some debilitating disease because of it. But if he had some diarrhea and threw up from it, that's not much of a case.
So there's nothing you can do.
I mean, yeah, you can go find a lawyer who wants to write a letter to them and try to get $500 for you, but it's not something we want.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, Sammy.
All right, let's go to social media.
After I get my 2-year green card, how soon before I can file for my brothers and sisters in Jamaica?
Once you're a citizen.
My friend got arrested for leaving his kids in the car. I wanted to find out if it's possible for him to apply for his citizenship.
No, that can be considered child abuse, and he may have a moral character issue. You need to come see me.
As a 2-year green card holder, if I file for my brothers and sisters and their kids, but the kids age out by the time the 7-10 years
There's a
rolls
Child
around.
Status Protection Act. I need to look at the I-130 to determine whether we can continue to keep the kids on it or not. Come see me.
What's the number?
1-800-529-5465.
Hi, I'm a USA citizen. My brother is unmarried, 25 years old.
12 years, you're going to wait.
My dad was denied his green card in 2015. My sister filed an I-601 form, and on June 21st, they denied his form I-601 application for waiver on grounds of inadmissibility. What can you do?
You can't, a U.S. citizen child can't file the waiver for a dad. There's no waiver available unless the conviction was more than 15 years ago. You need a spouse or a parent, but not a child. So they did everything wrong. Next.
Come see you.
Yes.
1-800-LawLink.
Brad, could you explain to me what is Form I-797C?
That's a letter you get back from the Immigration Service with instructions on it.
Okay, thank you. Can you give me the number for him in Florida? I can't travel far either by plane or car. I have a big blood clot.
1-800-529. You serious? All right, be careful, but 1-800-529-5465. Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
1-800-529-5465. Same number.
Traveling with a big blood clot.
Yeah, big blood clot.
My brother is a citizen,
Yeah.
and he's filing for me. Does my wife and 2 kids automatically go on the filing?
Your brother's a citizen, and he's filing for you. The wife and kids are automatically on.
Okay.
I have a U.S.-born son, but I don't have a green card. Can I file for one?
No, unless the child's 21.
Can you get turned down for a green card if you travel on your advanced parole?
No. Unless you stay out forever.
My filing has gone through. I applied for my work permit. That's how far I am right now. Is it possible for me to get asylum from Jamaica?
What is
this
your
is the
basis?
same person, Christine.
What are your basis of asylum for?
This is the same person who
This
has
is the first person
yes.
dangerous husband is not a asylum case.
Hi, Brad. My 7-year-old stepdaughter is here with me in the U.S. and my wife, her mom. How long will it take if I file for I-130 concurrently? Or should I file concurrently?
Who's filing?
The father is filing for a 7-year-old stepdaughter who's in the U.S.
File concurrently an adjustment, correct?
I did my bio the first week of May, and I did not file my work permit. I checked my status, and it says my case is ready to be scheduled for interview as of May 24, 2017.
They're backed up. You should be scheduled shortly.
Can they apply for a work permit now, or
Yes.
should they wait?
You can apply for your work. You should have it, and you should do it now.
Um,
It's on the I-7654.
Can a green card holder travel to the United Kingdom?
Yes, but you may need a visa to go to the United Kingdom, so it depends on what country you're a citizen of.
If a female from Jamaica came to the USA and married another female, but there was a domestic dispute between both, no charges was pressed, but one female was on probation, so she was arrested for battery in violation of probation. There's also a police report available.
So it's a same-sex marriage between two women who are beating each other up.
Yes.
All right. There's still spousal abuse. You can file a Violence Against Women's Act.
Good afternoon, guys. Is it true that if you leave the country on your advance parole to Jamaica, and when you go in for your interview, immigration is going to tell you to apply for a provision waiver because you left the country?
It is not true.
If the I-130 form is taking long, is there another way that the person could enter the United States faster?
K3 fiancé visa, but if you're married already, K3 visa.
And we have another question. We've lost it.
You've lost it.
And she's been waiting for so long.
All right, well, squeeze.
I'm done.
You're done.
Whatever you all want to do.
All right. We do have to mention something about USA Credit Repair.
Oh, you mean those guys?
Yes.
1.5 hour and no mention. But that's okay. You know, what are friends for? What are business... I don't want business friends for. But anyway, don't want to keep anyone waiting in this room.
No, it's all right. 1-800-872...
No, it's not.
It is.
You just went through that so fast, you know.
I'm telling you what the number for USA Credit
Oh, okay, all right.
1-800-872-7177. That's USA Credit Repair. You familiar about anything with credit? No idea.
I actually need to build my credit.
Julia doesn't know anything about credit. She should listen. So
I tell you what, Brad.
What?
I got a very good idea.
What?
Everyone who stayed over to listen to us right now.
Yeah.
And I promise you this.
Right.
Every single person that's listening, if your credit score is under 700,
right.
I personally will
talk
speak
to
with USA Credit Repair. No, hold on.
Oh.
And let them start the repair process for 30 days without even a dollar down.
For free.
And there's no gimmick. There's no joke. If anyone tries to screw you all over and try to collect money from you, I will ensure that they get fired.
So the first 30
I
days
swear.
is free.
The first 30 days.
And then you could say, you know what? You can test it out.
Yeah, test it out. That's what I'm saying.
It's like sticking your toe in the water.
Yeah.
So, ooh, too hot. Oh, too cold.
I will not follow that one up because the show will get too much longer.
It could be. It could be just right.
But if you want to stick it in, your toe that is.
You stick your toe in
and see what happens. That's entirely up to you. But every single person that is listening right now on social media or on the radio, when you call USA Credit Repair, and I will give a special number for that, though. All right? They will work on your credit for the next 30 days and will not even collect $1.
I like that.
Not even a dollar.
I like that.
All right? So all you
absolutely free.
Absolutely free for the next 30 days.
Right. Then obviously they got to make money at some point.
Of course, at some point.
Right.
What do you think? This is for their good looks?
Yeah.
All right?
All right.
So here's the number. Hold up. I got to give a special number.
Oh, special number.
This is a special number for the 30-day free credit repair. No gimmicks, no jokes. Anybody give you any problems, you call me. The number to call is 646-200-5881. Call USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit. 646-200-5881.
I don't even know that number.
That's a special number.
Should I write that? I'm going to dial it.
You should.
So I have it.
646
1 second.
200 58.
646.
Yeah.
Yeah.
200 5881.
5881. And who's answering this phone?
I don't know, but I see a bunch of people calling. See? Look.
You see me calling? I'm calling.
Yeah, I see you calling. Spar Bernstein right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see if anybody answers you.
No, I hung up. I was locking.
Oh,
I was
you're locking the number up.
Locking
All
in
right.
the number.
So
That's how
once-
you lock in the number.
That's it.
That's how you lock it in.
Yep. So how do you know when someone doesn't have beautiful credit?
Under 700.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. Any other anxiety issues you may have?
None.
We do have 2 quick questions.
Yes.
After the I-130 is approved for my son in Jamaica, what's the next step?
You gotta do the affidavits of support with the National Visa Center.
How long would it take for my father to file for me and my wife and 2 kids? He's a citizen.
10 years. It's a long
And that
time.
is it. Omar Ram says you guys should probably go out for some jerk chicken.
Why?
On squeeze.
Why?
On me?
Yeah, because he's giving away everything for free, so I must get a lunch
listen,
for free.
let me just
right?
make it clear. No one is eating any chicken off of me, so no chicken on me. All right? Let me
No
just
free
make that
chicken.
clear.
There's no
all right?
free chicken.
All right? You know?
All right, we got to do this.
All right. No chicken on me. All right?
No
Just
free
make that
chicken.
clear.
No
All right?
free
Specific
chicken.
legal advice. All right? Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein Law Firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465.